5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're old, corroding like a geezer. Fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero.
Yep, you guys did it by 0.5%. By 0.5%. G.I. Joe beat out He-Man and Masters of the Universe. Can you believe it? Well, anything's possible on this show, so I guess I do believe it. It's episode 137, and you are watching Graybeard'S Studio. We are... Oh, I knocked over my water. Oh, man. We are short one dude today. Gary's off doing something with his brother, giving him a lift someplace from like a couple hundred miles from here. So Gary will not be joining us. So you won't have Gary to kick around today. That means I have to keep an eye on the chat, which I generally have to do anyway because Gary rarely does. So, but anyway, let's bring in the crew that is here and get this show on the road. Let me welcome in the guy that I started the show with, and he's still here. It's David Williams. You got your board covered with Halloween goodness, it looks like.
Yep.
Did you ever sell that demon yet, or is that still available?
Still available. And I have to mail the Frankenstein off, but the guy sent his address but didn't put the zip code on there.
And outrageous.
Yeah. And I don't know how to get into contact with
him. Don't have an email, huh?
Nope.
Do you remember his name?
Yeah, I'm not saying it on here, but
well,
he had some other name on Ethan's show, but he had a private name.
Okay. Well, if you're the mysterious no-name guy who bought that Frankenstein, get David your zip code. I don't know if our next guy here knows his zip code or not, but he's here anyway, and we appreciate it. It's Dan Lawless. Is that Death or is that Mum Ra? That's Death.
I think it's Fearsome.
It's Fearsome? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember
in a rocking chair?
Like, literally 20 years ago or more.
It's a future Graybeard'S right here.
Not too far in the future.
Too far in the future.
It's like right around the corner, man. Don't. There was like a Tales from the Crypt that host from the TV show was in an electric chair, and you'd turn it on, and he'd like.
By the way, Creative said, "Yeah, Gary's here with me this week. He's visiting." Hey guys, how are you?
Oh,
stop by Dan's house.
I think maybe I should give him his own screen. We'll just set up a different camera and give that skeleton guy his own screen, and it's Gary. All right. So we are, what do we got? 9 days, 10 days, 9 days till Halloween, right?
Yes.
Do you guys have any kids in your neighborhood? Do you like do the candy thing, or is it?
We do it, and I deck out the house and everything, and hardly any kids ever show up because we're not we're off of some main streets and stuff, and just not surrounded by lots of houses that kid houses, so it stinks.
The last 2 years I've put out because our dog barks constantly, right? At everything that walks by the window,
Right.
So I didn't want the kids ringing the doorbells and the dog just going off for like an hour and a half. And so the last 2 years I put like a big bowl of candy out there and said, just take one or take two. And like within 5 minutes, it's empty. So someone comes along and just dumps it. So
I know
this year I'm gonna put up. We got a baby, like a portable baby pin. It's basically just like pieces of gate you can set up anywhere in your house to create like a baby pen. And I'm going to block off the kitchen with that so that he can't get to the front door. He'll still bark, but at least he won't be able to attack the children. And then I can monitor how much candy these little savages take, because I'm tired of them coming in. And
when I do trick or treat, I hold my hand out to give them the candy, and then I sock them in the face.
That's right. Go, don't come back to my house again, kid.
Like, trick, sucker, bah!
we
first teach them a life lesson.
Yeah, exactly. It only gets tougher from here, kid.
No freedom. No free lunch.
This never happened when I was a kid, but when I took my kids around, there was always like one house, and it was usually like older people. They're giving out like full-size candy bars. That was quality. Yeah. And I would
what I call this? You know what I call this trick?
Yeah.
Chocolate thunder.
I tell my kid it's the 5 fingers of doom. You're this close to the 5 fingers of doom, you guys. So
there you go.
Okay. Well, let's see who's here, as I am wont to do. Infamous Mr. Kirst is joining us. Past Master Dan is here. Ronan, drawing is half the battle. Wait, no, it's the entire battle. Well, that's pretty, yeah. MPC Oasis 0.0. Not really sure what he's intimating there, but there it is. Sequential Treasures is here.
James.
He says the Graybeard'S, a real American trio. Huh? Get it?
Outstanding.
Yeah, that's
good
not
stuff,
bad.
man.
Not bad. There is Glitch from across the pond, Headless Bourgeoisie. Randy Howell all the way from Canada. Pantheon Corum says Pythona and Nemesis Enforcer are good Halloween-style G.I. Joe characters. I don't even know who those characters are. I'm in trouble today, Dan. I'm in big
There's a lot of great characters to draw,
I'm going to have to do a little bit of an internet search.
There's Duke and stuff. And I said you can do Sergeant Slaughter. Somebody wanted that one. And yeah.
He messaged me back on Twitter.
Sergeant Slaughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was, not like personal messages, but just, chat in the, you post something and he, responded to my post to him.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's
well,
cool.
See, he posted something and I noticed, and I found out he was following me. Oh. And I was like, why is Sergeant Slaughter following me? So I said, hey, Sergeant Slaughter's following me. Yeah, hey, and then he said something to me, and then I responded with that. His match against the Iron Sheik was just classic. And I remember that from my younger days, and I referenced that, and then he had something to say about
he was a great character. He was so much fun.
Yeah, those are good old days. Hulk Hogan, the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, they had for a while there. They had Andre the Giant and Macho Man. They had a really good cast. Yeah, and it was so much fun. I wasn't really. I never was into wrestling until those guys put wrestling on the map. There's before that you had Bobo Brazil or something, and it wasn't much there.
Well, it was like, and all these guys were roided up, so they were just like look like superheroes. And Brutus Beefcake, you remember that dude?
Yeah.
Nikolai Volkov,
the
big Russian guy.
Yeah,
I saw him at the airport in LA, and I was at least 2 inches taller than him. I was so disappointed. But he was wide as a truck, but he wasn't the giant that he looked like he was on TV.
I was once on a plane and Macho Man was in the he was in first class. So I saw him. I was back, and coach, whoever, and saw him get on and get off, and then I was behind him at the car rental place, and he was very tall. I wasn't maybe as wide as I thought, but he was very tall and built. Very really physically fit, but but just I felt like he was a little bit smaller than I thought in a sense, but because you build these guys up in your mind,
right?
7 feet tall, and they're
right.
Yeah, I met Macho Man on the Spider-Man movie premiere.
Yeah,
and he wasn't nearly as intense as I thought he would be. I wanted to go, hey, how you doing? And there wasn't any of that.
Yeah. Although, man, those guys for real were tough because they break so many bones, and it's so. You hear? I saw an interview with Hulk Hogan, and he's got so many surgeries. He's broken so much stuff, and it's because sometimes they get a little bit mad. There's of course there's rivalries, and sometimes they get a little bit mad at each other, and they try to hurt each other, and that there's all kinds of shit that happens. It's not a clean sport, really.
No, I mean, there's nothing as brutal as for something that's as fake as wrestling is. It's the most brutal sport. These guys are just like off the top of the turnbuckle. The stuff they do to each other, even if it's rehearsed, that's got to hurt like
exactly.
Bad.
I mean, it's not like they're falling on a trampoline.
Exactly.
That when they hit that ground. I know it's got some give to it, perhaps, but not that much give.
I know. You gotta be crazy to do that. Crazy like Pantheon and Corum and Rand Arrington and John without an H and Lone Star
says, Viper. Something you don't hate, Aaron. Wrestling there. We found it.
I finally found the one thing. Lone Star Viper, doesn't he sound like a G.I. Joe villain? Lone Star Viper.
Yeah, that'll make
Matthew Muma is here. JP Roca. Leg Kick is here because Leg Kick is almost always here. They're putting up like bets on how late I was going to be. We started right on time.
Yeah, we were right on the dot.
Right on time.
Oh, wait a minute, guys, quiet. Bullet doesn't know that it's not real. So,
oh, okay.
Just you don't want to tell them there's no Santa either, So
yeah, it's reel it in here. Just don't want to delude.
We want to let them down gently,
Yeah, exactly.
Easter Bunny, maybe maybe there's a little bit of a
little truth there to
a little tall tale to some of these things,
Dennis Rodriguez is here. Richard Ware, Skull Nasher, Fallen Low Life, Shax. Very upset that Gary isn't here. Apparently, the Green Laser, no Corn Dog King today.
Sorry, Shax.
Brian 999. Brian, did you get your mummy drawing yet? I hope so. Phil Diaz is in there. Sulcuralt. Best Age Comics. Benjamin Hopwood BH Disc Designs is here. How about that?
Does he make beer?
I don't know. Benjamin Hopwood.
Sounds like a great name if you made beer,
Creative Face says Dan killed Gary. There's no confirmation of that.
No, except for that skull body.
It may or may not be Gary. We don't have that.
I shrunk him too. Like I did is this shrunken head.
Not only is that, Dan's a cannibal too. So
covered all the bases.
Exactly. Bad Adam 12 says, David, did you sell the Batman and Robin piece? How about the RoboCop?
I have not.
The RoboCop's still
Bad Adam 12. It's waiting there for you.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful drawing. I love that drawing.
There's Inconsequential Artist. Let's see who else we got here. We'll zip through this. Okay, there's Marcus Killigrew, purveyor of all things pop culture knowledge. And
that could be all our names, really. Me and you, but Inconsequential Artist.
That's right. I just get in line, right? Let's see.
Oh no, Beatty's here.
Just draw 3 Baronesses. Oh, that's what Bad Adam 12 wants. Inconsequential Artist for 2 says, Brother David gives me meaning to Jawbreakers. Brother David gives me meaning to Jawbreakers.
Just drop the meaning.
New meaning?
I think new
meaning to Jawbreaker. Oh, there we go. Perfect. You got it figured out.
Okay. Wow. That was a lot of effort for $2, but thank you. Appreciate it.
Taxed our brains to the max. That's it. We're done.
Iodine 74 is here. Ink on Paper joining us.
They should do that. Give us some puzzles, like some things that they say, and then we got to figure them out.
Yeah, I know exactly. Take us the whole stinking show. What's he trying to say? What does he really mean?
That would be funny if the chat conspired on us one day and just put in like just nonsense, you know? And we'd be like,
what every week. Are you kidding me? They do it every week. Playmail is here. You mean what do you mean it's fake? He's talking about okay.
That's what I thought, you know, in our private group where Gary put in that thing, Dan, there's no time for that, you know. He wrote it in the email and stuff. I thought the way that joke would have worked is if everybody was in on it, because the problem is that the chat's not in on it. It's not as funny, but man, if everyone was in on it, you could just drove me nuts. I'd be like, what's going on? Keep it up for half an hour. I'd be shaking. In a fetal, I'd be on the fetal position in the ground.
Bullet is here. Nolan Lockhart says movies are fake, but we still allow ourselves to be entertained by them. So that's it. He's making some sort of comment about wrestling, I believe.
Yeah. Although, hey, I say the wrestling stuff is pretty real, man. That's brutal stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. John Beatty says Gary is winning this week because, of course, he's not here.
Is that all you have to do? Is not show up to win?
I guess so. I guess.
What if you don't? If you show up and you lose, that would suck, you know.
I just think I don't know. It's early for John to be stirring the pot, and yet there he is. Jetto Jaga is here, and okay, I think I got everybody. All right, let's do a little show and tell. It looks like David, you're already doing some show and tell, but I'll make your screen big so you can elaborate a little bit more.
Well, I do have some stuff that I sent you that's kind of on the theme of the show, but I did want to show these that. I did these painted things I did this one on Graybeard's and these other two on Kings. And now they're painted. They're watercolor and acrylic. This is all watercolor. And after this sale, when I do these, none of them are going to go under 300 and they'll mostly be around 500. So if you see one of these on Comic Art Fans that's like around 300, you better get it while you can because the prices are going up. And I still have these available. Yes, still got these available.
David, you you did a lot of G.I. Joe artwork. It looks like
I did, and I didn't even send you half of it, but I'm
thankful because there's like 100 images here.
Yeah.
Well, there's the RoboCop. Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, that is a really nice one.
What a collection! Great pictures. Everything's fantastic.
Oh, and I'm going to be doing a set.
You should put those on your fridge.
Yeah. I was never into like monsters and Universal monsters, but since I did that Frankenstein, I'm working on a Dracula.
Ooh, Bellicosi.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you're not in? I thought you were into Universal monsters.
No. I've always said it was my wife. She was always into it.
Oh, that's great. So that's fantastic looking.
I'm going to do a set of the Universal monsters.
I really like Very that cool. one. That's going to be a great piece, man.
Binford Beer, yes, he did pay me. So these are some of the covers I did for IDW.
Who's this dude? Wow. Is that Cobra?
Or, no, it is the guy. Villain. I think it might be Serpentor or something like that.
Exactly.
But it's not Cobra.
That's fantastic. What a cover, you know.
Yeah, I've only got 10 more to show you. But first, let's do this. Adam 12 for 10. Bad Adam 12 for 10. Thank you. He says, David, how about 300 plus plenty of shipping for the Batman and Robin with a color print, or 550 plus shipping for Batman and Robin plus print and RoboCop?
Sure.
Ooh, sold, man. Ooh, that's a nice one.
So 550 plus shipping for Batman and Robin plus the print and RoboCop.
Sure.
There you go.
Wow. Sold. There you go.
Look at that.
Thank you for your support. Boy, it's great stuff.
Thank you.
I got to run through this incredible collection of the David Williams G.I. Joe covers. There's Snake Eyes.
Ooh, there's Snake Eyes.
Were these
That's
all
great.
IDW?
Yes. Do they need my Cash App to send a Cash App?
Yeah, Bad Adam 12. David does Cash App, which if you don't have it, it's super easy to sign up for. A super easy app. But
he said he does have it.
no, he says, what's Dave's Cash App again?
I'm typing it in right now.
Okay.
Okay. He needs total silence.
That's right. Because well, this is David's grocery money.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that cover. Wow.
I know, isn't that great?
Oh, it's fantastic. You know what's great, David, what you do well, and I think it makes a great cover, keep the figures big. You know, so many artists, they make tiny figures, and it's like, it doesn't matter how well you draw that thing. You want, for a cover, you want to pop that baby out. You want to be in your face, man, you know?
Yep.
Now, this was, I used reference. So me and my wife posed for this picture. My son took the picture. And that was a nice little cover. I had to flop it, though, but it turned out real nice.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because you know, and you didn't just copy. You know, you didn't just trace a photo. It's like, this is your reinterpretation of it. Looks fantastic. You know.
Yeah.
And
we could get my wife to do stuff like that.
Shelly,
I remember one time.
Shelly,
I had gotten a camera, you know, a decent camera, and I was. And I had this figure out, it does this feature where you can take a bullet bunch of pictures, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I said to my friend, can you run across the backyard and I'll just try to take these shots? She's like, no.
Yeah, my wife posed one time for me once, and that was it. And this was like the first, couple years of marriage. And then I had to twist her arm to do that and then never again. So... So I had to go get my, the divorced mom next door, the hot divorced mom, to pose for me. No, it was never a hot divorced mom ever living anywhere near me. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Now, who's that?
No, that's Cobra. That is Cobra. They redesigned his helmet, which I thought sucked. But I said, okay, how can I make this? Yeah, it was awesome the way it was.
You know?
Exactly.
Everybody loves the original. Stick with it.
Yeah.
Get artists who can make it look good, you know?
And Kelsey colored all of these covers, by the way.
Oh, really? They're really nice.
Yeah, he did a nice job. Good old Kelsey.
We remember him when.
Yeah. It's getting, the farther you are removed from something, the more misty those memories become.
Yeah. It'll be, you know what though, like John Man says, when he comes back, it'll be like Kelsey's back, and it'll be like grand parade, and ticker tape parade, and
and John will be all pissed.
Yeah. This for some reason felt like a cross between like Barry Windsor Smith and Kevin Nolan. These women, I was just like,
No, it's cool I like how you varied the, you got the extreme close up, then you got the long shot, then you got the medium shot.
Very different. I don't know if I've ever seen a cover like it before. It's great.
Yep. And this is my, I love this one. And so Kelsey colored all these?
All of them, yeah.
Dude, this is funkadelic, man, right here. I love this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like Jim Steranko type feel, but I love, of course, the colors are wild and awesome.
Yeah.
So did Kelsey do that color then?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so creative, man.
That face back there is awesome. I don't know who that dude is, but it's really well done.
It was what's his name?
John
McCain. I used John McCain as reference.
Oh, really?
So I just put a mustache on him in the eye patch.
Is that Destro or no? That's not Destro.
No, some Baron guy.
Okay.
She's the Baroness and he's the Baron.
Okay, not gonna have children.
And then one more. No, that's not it. That's not even David's. I think that's all of them. Oh no, here.
No, you didn't show the spread.
Yeah, so I'm doing that right now. Was this a wraparound? What was this for?
Yeah, it was 3 covers.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
That's really wild.
It's a lot of work.
Now, is it like Mad Magazine? If you fold it together, will it make some kind of thing? Or
Yeah, that would be awesome. I wish I could think that way. I love those magazines.
That was great. Why not? You know, all you got to do is come up with a beginning and an end to it, figure it out, and then you just sort of put it. You probably should do is you draw it one way, and then you fold it out and you try to make it kind of fit it together, make a whole scene. But you already know the ends of it. All you have to do is draw the middle of it.
Yeah. Randy Howell for $2 Canadian says Kelsey will reappear once he runs out of chicken.
I know we gave him a whole bucket full. We'll probably keep him going for a couple more years.
Well, he lives amongst the black folks, so he'll never run out of chicken. So I guess we'll never see him again.
Glad you said that. Okay. All right. Dan, what have you got for us?
This is kind of fun because this I have to have it on. This is the Photoshop file. On Graybeard's on Comics Guy Kings about 3 weeks ago, Billy drew this, and it's kind of funny. It's like Aaron, it's similar to one that with the Garbage Man story where I looked at it and go, wow, I really want to color it, and that's what I said on live on the air. And let me turn off these lines are distracting. Anyways, so Billy said at the time, he's like, yeah, sure, that'd be cool. And Andy heard me, and after the show, he's like, do you really want to color that? I'm like, yeah, man, that'd be fun. So I did, and it turned out really well. Here, ready?
Yep.
Boom. There it is. I was surprised how well it turned out. But Billy what you find is Billy really knows how to draw women, because she had the cutest face, and you slap a little color on it, it just came alive. It just was so fun.
So this is the exclusive cover over on Andy's going to do a Kickstarter for
it's going to be a Kickstarter. Yeah.
Yeah. So many strange things happening here in crowdfunding with the platforms.
I know. We don't know where it's going to end up,
So everything is
it's not uncertainty is not welcome,
No.
It's like, it sucks. But they'll figure it out. Thankfully, we all know we have Fund My Comic at least, and that seems to be working out all right. Cecil has his, the cover I did for him actually is in that comic is the best selling Fund My Comic so far. So it would actually be nice to see more people using it and see what they can do. I think the percentage they take is pretty low, and you get to work. You get to Luke's Stone. You can know the person you're working with. That's helpful, right? You know he won't go woke on you or any kind of crap like that. So that's awesome. So but I'm going to take this one down for a second, and I want to show another one that's also very important. Okay. Because it's something to do with what's happening tonight. And I think you guys know maybe what I'm talking about.
Are we talking about, is Billy Tucci launching tonight?
I believe so.
Dan?
Yes, on Ethan's show, apparently.
Okay.
And here it is. The Rand cover. Both of these covers were driving me nuts because I did them and I can't show them to anybody. I hate that. I had to sit on this for well over maybe a couple months. And I'm like, oh, I want to show everybody. I can't show anybody, So finally I can show them. And yeah, let's go. I'm really happy with the way it is. So
yeah, that's a great piece too. It's kind of like your Barbaric cover, right? You just got to sit there on it, and it's driving you crazy because you're going crazy.
But that's the name of the game. You got to be patient.
Got to be patient.
Got to wait for Christmas morning, and and here it is, Christmas morning. The guy's getting his head chopped off. Yeah, it's funny that just the discussions I built with this, and I'm like, I said, you don't want to do too gory on a cover because it can be repulsive, So you got to do just the right amount. That's not, that's people like a little bit of gore, but not too much gore. It's that,
right. No,
find that happy medium.
You did. In fact, it's like I said last time you showed this. I don't remember where, if it was on here, if it was on with Ethan or someplace, but I was like, I didn't even notice the fact that the guy was getting his head cut off and his arm cut off for like the longest time because I was just looking at the chick.
Yeah, that's the idea.
What I like about it is it has like perfect storytelling where you go do the Z pattern.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like so good. I was just like, wow, I wish I would have did
that. Thanks, man. Yeah,
very nice.
I had a lot of fun. But I'm kind of glad in a way that I sat on it because initially the hair didn't have as much body as it did. And there's a couple things like that where it's like, I'm going to go. And I changed her mouth to be a little more of a teeth gritting thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I like it better. So, sometimes when you do let things sit, you can kind of revisit them and come back. That hair's because I'm looking at the other images of Ran. And she had a whole bunch of hair. And I wanted to kind of, I'm like, oh, I probably should match that more, it's get the character right,
Mm-hmm. No, it's a terrific cover. So I'm sure it'll do quite well on the campaign that launches tonight, I think around 5 o'clock or
7. I think 7.
Actually. Yeah, I'm thinking my time. So
right.
Yeah. So 4
o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and it's on Ethan Van Sciver's Comic Artist Pro Secrets YouTube channel.
Right. So right when you're done with us, you can jump over there.
That's right. Yeah, maybe I'll be going over there. Yeah.
There you go. I got to do Star Trek first and then go over. But
okay.
Anyway, okay. Speaking of covers that I shouldn't share, but I'm just gonna little taste. This is a rough that I'm may or may not use. But let me tease you guys a little bit of what might be in store.
Ooh, wow!
In a Barbaric Adventures magazine cover. So I'm working on some ideas for a painting because it's going to be a painted cover. David will be doing a painted cover. Dan's cover is already done, but it's a full color digitally painted cover. And then we, of course, have our guest artist who's almost done with his cover. So I'll be sharing that with you guys, not you guys, but with Dan and David as soon as I get it.
So Aaron, who's the star of this cover? The dinosaur, the guy, or that booty?
You've got it's like the trifecta. You can whatever you like, man. Whatever you like.
Yeah. So we get the
for me it's the dinosaur, but
heterosexual men and
other
and
people
other guys,
might,
and then,
but you can see that
and the bestiality people.
Right. I'm going for Frazetta. So I'm gonna.
I think you should make the girl further into the foreground.
Like bigger?
Bigger, yeah.
So the booty's even bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I would just artistically, make one thing the focus, and one, you don't want to do same size objects.
Yeah, the booty.
So
it'd be like two hams fighting over a milk dud.
Do bigger or girl bigger?
Okay. Well, the girl's closer to us, closer to the camera, so she would be bigger.
Yeah.
So I'm messing
or
around.
Or bring them together a little more, kind of, create a triangle mass, something like that. Frazetta it.
Oh, you said mass.
It.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aaron, Frazetta it.
I'm going to do my best to Frazetta it.
Are you going to paint it with paint?
Yeah, acrylic. Acrylic painting. So be just like the Kit Carter movie poster I did for the Kit Carter campaign. So I'm excited to get working on it. So I'm sort of like working on Zorro, working on this, working on Zorro, working on this. So I'm suddenly busy again. And Wraith of God 3 is now at the printer, so I'm waiting on that to come back so I can start shipping those out.
All righty, sounds good.
Well, Beatty, I know Frazetta would use oil, but I ain't not doing that old painting yet. But you never know. Okay, so we are he's doing a Larry Stroman booty.
likes big butts and he cannot lie.
Oh,
Other
my
brothers can't
gosh.
deny. When a girl walks by with a itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. It's like you're looking up and all of this. You know?
She needs like one of those pants that says juicy on it, you know?
Hold on.
Okay. You know, I'm digging what you're laying down there, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Could be a tattoo.
Little under boob action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Joseph Smuckatelli for $2. Query: will there be ankle? Yeah, I mean, there's a Raquel Welch cave babe kind of thing in the girl in the story, so she'll be dressed accordingly.
Yeah.
I might just use that. I might just paint over that.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Use some reference when you're painting. Sometimes it's good.
Look at that. Where's Stroman when you need him, man?
He's watching right now, probably going, "Hey!"
He's laughing. No, he's laughing. Inconsequential Artist for 10 says special thanks to Billy Tucci for his She Gatecrasher book, which he just sent out. It's a great love letter to comics across the decades. Try to get a copy somehow if you missed out on backing. Thank you for that, Inconsequential. Appreciate it very much. Corey Landis says, why settle for just butts when boobs are right around the corner?
Yeah, more right around the mountain.
Blue Boy Comics says, why did David draw Ethan?
Damn.
Man, that is mean.
Oh my gosh.
Mean.
You see, David, where was this when we did Frazetta Day?
I don't know. Frazetta Day was just trash day for me.
Yeah.
Frazetta. I think I did I do a Conan on Frazetta Day? I don't know.
There you go.
There it is. There it is, folks. It's maybe that's
but actually though, composition wise, it's got that triangle. See, that's kicking it in there.
Yeah, I could scoot her over, couldn't I?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. And enlarging all the figures too, I would really. Just what I said to Dave, like his covers, the effectiveness.
No, I don't. I'm afraid to get too.
Let me see it again.
I don't want the T-Rex to look too small.
Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I gotta put the.
I could slide her over here a little bit, and
you can still tighten up those two together because they'll fit just nicely together.
Yeah.
And make yourself a little triangle shape there,
yeah.
And you might be able to make that Tyrannosaurus even bigger. You know, make that head just bigger in the thing.
Well, it's already pushing. I got to leave a little bit of room up here, and
you got to watch the eyes. Yeah,
the magazine will of course be the same size as this piece of paper. It'll be 8.5 by 11. So this is exactly the right format, size wise. So I got to leave a little bit of room up there, but I certainly will.
Yeah, it only needs some tweaks. It's really good so far. So.
Mine is like two hams fighting over a milk dud.
So gross.
No, for $4.99. Aaron, will you auction your Sea Monster piece, or may I buy it outright for $300? Nolan, if you want to buy it for $300, I will finish it. It's not finished yet, but if you want to buy it for $300, I will finish it. So we got a deal.
As a matter of fact, I forgot about that. I did actually finish. Did you guys see me color that Sea Monster lady?
No.
Oh, maybe I wonder if I didn't show it.
That, Dan.
I didn't know. If I didn't know, I didn't know. Didn't show it. Hang on a second. It was a pretty quick coloring job, but it was a lot of fun. I think it's a neat picture.
This is what Nolan's referring to while we're waiting for Dan. Is this piece? And I haven't.
That's a great piece. Oh my gosh, you should finish that.
Yeah, you should.
Well, now that if I've got a buyer, I will finish it, and I do. Nolan says he'll do it for 300. I'll finish it.
Yeah, that's
the deal.
Good price.
Thank you, Nolan.
Picture.
Appreciate it. Okay, nice.
Wow.
I love how Dan, like, you just like, no matter what you do on the show, 9 times out of 10, you like color it. You take the time to go in there and color it, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Now, the fun thing is you got to keep to make the story work. She's got to look pretty innocent, like sweet and innocent. I mean, it's a pretty quick coloring job. You can see it's not even tight, but then, the death and the horns and everything right below the surface.
Is that the menace below? Is that what that is? So we don't.
Well, these are all her victims. She's gotten many a man with her, cuteness here. So she's a typical woman, basically.
Yeah, she's not a sea monster at all. She's just a woman.
This is just a metaphor for life here. Hi, how you doing? Later,
Britt says this looks like an Archie cover. If you made her with like long dark hair, she could be Veronica luring, like you could put like a crown down here, so like Jughead would be like one of the victims.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Now you got something.
Oh, that would be great. Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. So yeah, that was a fun one. Definitely.
Very nice.
Nolan says, yes, I will buy it, but keep her naked, please. It's more epic that way.
Yeah, it is better. I would say so as well.
Well, yeah, and I'm not going to. Why would I do additional work by putting clothes on her?
Right, that's extra lines.
Exactly. It's just more lines I got to add. All righty. So, okay, let's get this rolling. David, what are you drawing?
I think I might do Destro. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, I was kind of leaning that direction. Dang you. That's all right. I got options.
I said I'm not sure. You could just pick whatever you're going to pick, and then I could pivot.
Gollum Wolf says here's $1.99. Says here's my tardiness fee. Well, thank you. If everybody paid for being late, I think we'd all be happy.
And you should have an early bird fee and an on time fee.
That's right. That's right. Everybody gets charged a fee for the wonder that is Graybeard.
If you want to turn off the show, it's going to cost you $2.99.
Oh, you're going to be here early. Okay, that's $2.
Okay, wait a minute.
If you don't like the show, you're turning it off. You have to still pay us.
Look at this. Comics Legend says, Aaron, if you want money, draw snake eyes. Which one is that one again?
That you just
is that the guy with the visors?
The visor, right?
Yeah, it's the black ninja.
Okay.
Opposed to the white ninja. Yeah, and there's white ninjas too.
Actually, there is, isn't there, in G.I. Joe? Isn't there like a guy dressed in white, like a ninja?
That's what I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw Storm Shadow.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys could compete. So you do the black one and you do the white one.
Yeah.
See, Comics Legends. He's going to sucker me into doing Snake Eyes, and then he's not going to buy it, and then I'm just going to go. I could have done the Baroness, but
Snake Eyes would actually sell. So.
Okay.
That's a popular character.
All right. Snake Eyes it is. Stealth X5 for 2 says hello. Thanks, Stealth. John Beatty says Shadow Storm. I don't even know who these characters are.
What did I say? Shadow. Did I say it right?
Storm. Well, we know you're doing the white ninja dude, whoever it is.
No, it's Storm Shadow.
Bad Adam 12 said Baroness will sell, so I'm doing Baroness.
Well, wait a minute. I was going to do. Oh my.
Is it Shadow Storm? Or
maybe
Storm
maybe you should do Snake Eyes.
Nah. I'm good.
G.I. Joe.
Who's Scarlet? Is she like the? Is that the red-haired good chick?
Yeah.
Good guy chick. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it is Storm Shadow, not Shadow Storm.
My gosh. Look at John. John's like an elephant. He never forgets. He goes, popular, but can Aaron do it? Or will he do a vision job? The second time I came back and did the vision, I actually pulled it off pretty well. It was that first one that was. All right. No, I'm doing Snake Eyes, I guess. That's because if David's doing the Baroness, then I don't, what else am I going to do?
Storm Shadow is the right word.
Yeah, right. Plus, Snake Eyes is all black, right? So,
yep.
That sounds like a lot of filling in.
but he has a lot of accoutrement.
Oh, see, now you're talking me out of it already. I gotta. Actually, I did a drawing of Snake Eyes in for Wizard Magazine. Many like late '90s, I did, but it was just like a bust shot. Snake Eyes, GI. Let's see. I just typed in GI Ho. Yeah, the good old GI Ho. It'll come up when I do that. Oh, dude, he's got like all kinds of crap on him.
I know. That's why I'm going with Shadow. Wait a minute. That's why I'm going with Shadow Storm. Wait, no, Storm Shadow.
Well, I could just Rob Liefeld him up, right? Just put a bunch of stuff on there. And it doesn't necessarily have to be accurate, maybe. Dude, that's nice. It's a nice piece. Who drew that? It's probably AI, and I'm embarrassing myself by not realizing it. All right. I can do this, despite what John Beatty thinks. I can pull this off.
Oh, this drawing a Storm Shadow sucks. I need a good reference. Good thing that artist doesn't know what I just said. If I swear.
Sucks. Okay. That might be. Is that Joe Madriera? No, it's John Boy. What's that dude's name?
John Boy Myers?
Yeah. Pretty nice drawing. All right. I'm going to use my, this is how I know this is going to be good, because I'm using my really expensive, like cream colored, heavy duty, this stuff, the Stonehenge colored paper. Dude, this stuff, it's like almost $30 for a pad of this. So you don't want to screw up with it.
Okay, I'm going to set up my camera.
You must. I went and saw some Hitchcock last night. Or not last night, but a couple nights ago with my daughter. We went to the local theater that's plays classics. And Strangers on a Train. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but really good movie. Murder, suspense, intrigue, you know. Were you into this, like G.I. Joe stuff at all, David? Growing up? Is this like
yeah, I like the cartoon. Yeah.
See, I just missed it.
Really?
Well, it was an 80s thing for the most part, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I was, I graduated high school in 1982, so I missed all the He-Man stuff. I mean, I was aware of it, but I just didn't get into it. Stuff, man. Like, this was when the era when the Image guys took it to the next level, but this is like when like people started drawing a bunch of extra crap all over these characters, and they were no longer this Gil Kane streamlined stuff. It was all pouches and armbands and ammo, and just like, that's when I checked out from comics. It's like, before I even got in, I was like, oh no, this is not for me. What happened to Tarzan? Are you the one that showed me that Finch's new comic, David?
Yes. Did you like it?
I haven't picked it up. From what you showed me, it was incredible. I just haven't picked it up yet. Doggone it. I already messed this up. All right. Now I'll get it, I'll get it right this time. Beatty put all this undue pressure on me, and now I'm like,
yeah, blame Beatty.
I'm going to.
You're all every time.
Every time I can, I will blame Beatty. All right. I should get back to like doing stick figure layouts, because I've done more of that sort of do like a loose figure drawing and just kind of build up from there. But I tend to make a lot of mistakes doing that. Of course, I don't know if doing a stick figure would be any more helpful, really. I'm going to get about halfway through this and I'm going to bail. You know that's going to happen, don't you?
I could feel it.
I can feel it already. He's already choking. Oh my gosh. This is like, I think I'm going to draw the Vision. Was he part of?
I know Batman was.
Yes. I'm going to have to start, honestly, I'm going to have to start taking Dan's advice and like doing a layout before.
Yeah, I told you that last time. I said, you better do what Dan's doing.
It was just, when you fall back into like the same old trap of, doing the same thing over and over again. And it's like, oh, that's the same pose I did, I'm just destroying this expensive piece of paper. Okay, let me think here. Think on my feet. I'll get in here a little closer, maybe. Maybe that's the ticket. Do David Williams style. Go big or go home.
That's right.
Supposed to pick a movie tonight for my daughter and my October like Halloween movie night. It's my night to pick.
What do you have in mind?
Well, is Young Frankenstein too saucy for my 23-year-old daughter? I don't think so.
No.
Might be for my 94-year-old mother, though.
What are you talking about? That's right up her alley.
Actually, you know what I want? I'm going to watch The Blob. Steve McQueen. What happened to Dan?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! I'm sitting there. I accidentally closed the wrong window, so I went out, and I came back in.
I wasn't even looking at the screen. I'm like, "Where's Dan? He's been quiet a long time." And then
it's like I'm putting stuff in the chat. Hey, Aaron, can I be on the show again? Thanks, Dan.
Everybody's screaming at me, but I'm not even looking at the chat. So I'm like, I didn't know. That's Gary's job.
Okay, going back to your comedy, Strangers on a Train, great movie. I've seen all the Alfred Hitchcock movies. They're all great. You know, they're great suspense. You know,
There's very few that I haven't seen. That is one of them that I had not seen all the way through. I knew what it was about, and I'd seen some scenes from it and stuff. But wow,
is that the one where they switched murders?
Well, yeah, the one guy, Robert Walker, suggested, but
yes.
Farley Granger doesn't take him seriously, and then he kills Farley Granger's wife. He's trying to divorce, and then expects him to kill his dad for him, and he's like, "What?" And then, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, and then Billy Crystal make a movie that kind of made fun of that.
Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah, where they had to do each other's murders kind of thing.
Right. So Danny DeVito wanted his mom killed, and I guess he was going to kill Billy Crystal's wife or something, or some such nonsense.
Hijinks and frivolity.
My favorite Murder on a Train movie is Silver Streak with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Poor Gene Wilder kept getting booted off the train. And Jill Clayburgh, remember her? She used to be like, she was like, kind of a movie star there for about 10 years.
Yeah, she was a cutie, wasn't she?
Yeah, when she was young, yeah. And then, like so many starlets, disappeared. Yeah, she was the romantic interest in that movie, and then she got I think she got an Oscar nomination for like An Unmarried Woman or something like that. It was like kind of the highlight of her career. Then she slowly just sort of drifted into obscurity. All right, now I got something going on here, I think. It's a little bit more David Williams.
So I'm drawing Storm Shadow. His theme song.
Okay, so that's the white ninja dude.
Right.
Okay.
He fights for fascism wherever there's trouble. Fascism is there. It's a code name for white supremacy group.
There was some guy I was watching.
Hi, old Joe.
Oh no. I can't remember. Some guy was. Actually, I do remember, but I'm not going to give his name. I don't want to disparage people, even though they're foolish. He does this it's a comic collecting. Does comic collecting videos, and about the market and all that kind of stuff. And he was examining these recent Comic Link auction stuff. Books, and one of them had Hitler on the cover, and he was like, and it's really funny because he sounds like he's really sharp, normal looking guy, and then he gets this Hitler comic, or Hitler's on the cover of this comic. He goes, I really hate to show this because the Nazi problem in America is so bad right now.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me?
Where is there?
Yeah, where are
I've
they?
never seen a Nazi. Like I've never met one in my entire life.
Like
what, what's going on? Now, of course, I'm not in the South. Maybe there's something there. I don't know, but
no. Remember, was it the Blues Brothers where that little guy from
Illinois Nazis?
Yeah,
I hate Illinois Nazis.
The little guy from Laughing was like the
right. Here's
the guy, right?
The master race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. If someone hired me to do like a G.I. Joe cover, I don't know if I'd take it. It seems like way too much work.
I bet you'd like it. Cool, man. It's like,
I'm just looking at Snake Eyes right now, and I'm just like, what the heck? There's like, even on his gloves, there's like little knuckle joints, and it's crazy, man.
Yeah, but
you know what you sound like right now?
How many kids would give their ninja arm to draw that cover for?
Yeah. What? Who do I sound like, David?
A baby.
Oh, man.
He's his diaper changed. I'm like, what? Yeah, you'll be saying, once you see this, you'll be going, oh, okay. Sorry, I take it back.
Dude, I don't know how many times on covers. Shut up.
Yeah, we're drawing comics, guys. For goodness sake, you can't be complaining about it. Life.
But here's the thing.
Wait, you can actually.
But here it is.
Let's hear the case for complaining about drawing.
No, I don't think there was anybody in comics that was born the same time I was. Because I was like, I was just totally a 70s kid. And that was all sword and sorcery and fantasy and all the kind of stuff. And then it's all you 80s guys. And I blame Michael Golden, right? For like doing all these amazing, the detail work and with the, weapons and the machinery and all that kind of stuff, where that kind of became the cool thing. And it was like, it was happening when I really wasn't paying attention to comics. So I never got into it.
So Cool avoided.
What's that?
Cool avoided you.
Yeah. Well, I guess you might be onto something there. Possibility.
What is this thing? It's cool. I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
I was, admittedly, John Carter of Warlord of Mars was my favorite Marvel comic in 1975. So, that says a lot right there, I think. Oh my gosh. Shelley's making bread. Like, and the smell starts coming up from,
oh my God.
Oh boy.
Bread, baking bread.
Bread. Give me bread.
And you're making bread too with your comics.
That's very I'm making like diet bread. Very little bread. It's getting made.
No calories.
Like putting like these little knobs and gadgets and things. I was like, I don't even think that way. When I do tech stuff, this is gonna pain me to admit this, but I actually kind of look at like manga stuff because their tech is actually kind of cool.
I know their tech is cool, and actually sometimes it's more organic, which is kind of fun.
Yes, has a little bit of personality to it.
Right. And
so I have been known to lift manga tech at times.
So what you need is a time machine. You can go back in time, and right when the guys are doing tech, just come up and break their pencil.
Exactly.
There'll be none of this going on around here.
Here, read this, Lord of the Rings. Now get
yeah, that's right. Jungle comics or nothing. I can't even, there's just like the hardest thing about these costumes sometimes is there's just like stuff everywhere and it doesn't really make sense. You don't even know what it's doing, why it's there. And so it's hard to kind of reproduce it because you're kind of like, well, what is that there for? What is it really supposed to? If I knew what it was there for, then I'd have a better idea of how to make it look good or work on the drawing. But I see like these weird shapes and I don't know what they are. Oh, well. I'm going to give it the old college try because someone in the chat said, oh, yeah, if you want to sell it, do Snake Eyes. So we'll try. We'll try, Dan. We'll try.
Okay. You
and make it work.
Go for it. Do not give up. I'm here to hold your hand to get through it.
Get me through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whatever you need. You need me to crack the whip? Get going. I can do that too.
Crack the whip.
You're a professional, damn it.
You're right. Well, see, the thing is, now if I was using Liefeld as reference, and of course this, I don't mean to disparage Rob Liefeld, it certainly wouldn't do that, but
sounds like it.
Like when he did all that stuff, it was just kind of generic, bags and pouches and stuff.
Right.
This piece of artwork I'm looking at that John Boy Myers drew, it's like it's definitely something. I just don't recognize it. So I don't know. I mean, are those like canister grenades, or is that he's got like this pouch, but it's got like extra stuff on it? And I'm kind of like, well, what's in there? Is that like a tape? Why would he have a tape recorder? Is that a gun? It's just like, like that. So.
Hey, Gary's probably on the road listening to us right now. So let's say hi to Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up.
Drive
David.
safely.
Yes.
I got to check the super chats here.
If you see the sign that says bridges out, it's just a suggestion. Just hit the gas. So that's the opposite of David's advice I'm giving you.
There you go. Now, Dan, your hands are in focus, but your drawing is out of focus.
Oh, you know what? I got my blur on. Hang on a second.
To make you look younger, and you go, "Oh, wait a minute, I got to turn that off." While I'm inconsequential artist for 5 says someone should do a brown ninja. He's a master of Mexican judo. Oh my God.
Wait, brown nose ninja?
No, he's just a brown ninja. He's a master of Mexican judo. Judo, know if he got a knife. Judo, know if he got a gun. Oh my! Oh
that's
my
good stuff. That's good
gosh!
stuff.
What's going on around here? Oh,
You booed that? That's great.
Dan, I have standards. Just because you don't. Inconsequential artist for 5. He says Aaron Lopresti, illustration specialist, codename Pencil Breaker. I've done plenty of that. And ink spiller. I go by that too. I used to do that like pretty regularly, like just be almost done with a drawing and then spill ink on it.
How did you correct that?
Well, I used to do it the old-fashioned way, Dan. Now you're a commercial artist, you know this. I did it on a red Sonia Tarzan cover of all things, right? Which had for sale all over it. And I spilled ink across it. And so what I had to do was I took an electric ink eraser, the electric eraser with the gray eraser. It's supposedly for ink, but all it really does is tear the top off the paper. It doesn't really erase ink. So I had to remove the ink that way. Okay, but it damaged the paper. So then I used it like a sander and went over and smoothed the paper with it, right?
Okay.
And then I painted white out over it to kind of like fill the crevices and then smoothed it out, almost sanded it. I can hear my dog going crazy out there.
You don't have a hole in the paper at this point or what?
Huh?
You don't have a hole in the paper at this point or what?
No. It wasn't, I didn't dig down that deep, so then I went over the top of it with white out and a pro white, basically painted it on and then smoothed it out and then drew over the top of it and inked it again, the spot that I wiped out. And you could not tell by looking at it unless you like turned it into the light and would get the reflection off the whiteout. So I was quite proud of myself. But when I sold it, I had to give the guy a major discount on it because it had this massive piece of whiteout on Red Sonja's thigh.
Wow.
Even though you couldn't tell again unless it was in the right light. So it was an expert fixing job, but it was still there. So what are you going to do?
Right.
So I think somebody just delivered something to my front door, but we'll just have to wait till later to find out.
Hopefully it's chicken.
I really wish. Actually, I have cooked the last 3 nights in a row, so we have so much leftovers down there. It's like I don't have to cook tonight. All right, I think I've done this all in blue line. I think I can actually go straight to inks on this.
Yeah, I'm about to go to ink too.
Because this dude's all black. So, and this Snake Eyes character, he's like, there's every shot of him is like different. Like he has different stuff. So I guess his underlying costume is the same, even though that's like, sometimes it's like segmented like armor, and other times it's like a superhero suit. So I don't even know. I'm just I'm just gonna go for it, and whatever is. Whatever will be, will be.
Future's not ours to see. Okay, so
there you go. We're all over it, man. Now this is it's it's not next level yet, but it's not bad. I gotta find a better. I gotta make sure I do his sword right, because does he have 2 swords?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I mean,
Don't mislead me, Dan.
I'm asking. My character's got 2 swords, and I'm having trouble. I can't get the word of it. But the other sword in his hand, can't figure it out. It's so frustrating. I guess up here.
Snake Eyes has swords. He has guns.
That's not good. Fuck.
See, it depends on who draws them. There's some like, I don't know if there's like kind of quasi Mike Zeck sort of some stuff here where it's much, simpler design on the costume. And then some of these guys that just like to go nuts. There's all sorts of stuff on his costume. And I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, here's a drawing of Snake Eyes back to back with that white ninja dude that you're drawing.
Yeah. Storm Shadow.
He's got a glove there, and he said, okay. So I got to make sure I do the ninja sword right, or I'm going to take crap. Like when I did that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle drawing or whatever.
Yeah, that's the problem with the tech stuff is you're always nervous because somebody knows everything about the barrel size of that gun. Like,
yeah.
They know everything, and you're like, was that a 35 C? And I'm like, I don't know what the hell it is. It's a gun,
all the time. Yeah, it's a great drawing or a nice gun. I'm like, God, you give me a break.
Yeah, finally got this thing figured out.
Doing the best I can, man.
I'm doing the best I can.
No. He seems to have like this, I don't know, like a glove on one arm, and then like some sort of metallic wrist thing on the other. Yeah, every one of these dudes has got him dressed differently. Every single one.
That's another thing too, is that they don't, because nobody's at the wheel anymore in Marvel. I saw a drawing today of Daredevil, a page someone put up of Daredevil. Like, oh my gosh, it was just. It was, I don't know if I should say bad, but how about off-brand?
Yeah, okay, there you go. That's a safe.
Not even there's no sort of protecting of the images, protecting of the costumes, and trying to get it right. And it's no wonder they're not. You'll never sell. These guys remember back when you started in comics, man, you had to get that stuff right.
Yep.
And it stayed consistent too. So you had from comic to comic, you could collect them all, and it'd be kind of cool. Now, sometimes they want to change it up to be interesting. That's fine, but just it's not the reason it's there's a different costume each time. It's because they just didn't care. It looks kind of like that. Looks like Snake Eyes. Yep, got a mask.
Dang. Sorry.
You know who that is?
Yeah, it's my son. He's trying to picked up. Hold on.
Listen closely to David's private conversations.
All right.
Oh, I guess he muted himself.
Finally got this mofo working here. All right, Mike, can people see what I'm doing now? Okay. Better. I picked a little different angle for my camera this time. I thought it would make it a little more interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can make sure I got it.
All right, I think that's.
Got to put the old backwards hat on, which I generally hate in society, and I really want to kill anyone who has one on. But when you're working on one of these live streams, sometimes it's. I did a whole video of color pencil for somebody. How to it was a commission, but I thought I'll make it into a demonstration on how to do color pencil and use my old technique.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a hat on, so my hair's like in half the panel. The whole thing. It's just gross, just this Muppet coming in, like, dang it. So, but it wasn't too bad, but just like, it's just frustrating,
Aaron Sparrow, who knows this stuff, says Snake Eyes has one sword and multiple costumes. So that pretty much means I'm in the clear. Let's see. If we want to know what the drawing looks like, we just got to take Aaron's word for it. That's right.
Just say it's a new Snake Eyes.
That's right. It's all new Snake Eyes. Boravahe Garbic says, give him a segmented superhero suit that will cover all the corners. I'm not doing the segmented thing because I don't get it. Comics Legend says we can't see Aaron draw. I know because I adjusted my camera, so I realized I was completely off the screen.
We control the horizontal.
But now I'm completely on screen, baby. All right.
Do not adjust your set.
That's
We
right.
control the horizontal. We control it.
It's this is my fault, not yours. All right. These Faber-Castell pens are pretty good, David, but once the tips, you lose the tip on it, it's not so great.
Yeah, they're jacked.
It's got kind of a cool visor, I guess, right?
No.
You don't think so?
No, it looks like a almost medieval kind of thing, I think it should be smooth. If I was designing that character, I would have made it smooth or something.
It is smooth and shiny. His visor?
No, it looks like it's got lines through it, right?
Yeah. Oh, you seem just completely okay. I see what you're saying. Well, I gotta go. I gotta do my best to stay on model. So. Is it too early to get the whiteout out?
Never too early.
It's never.
You had no intentions of coloring it?
It's the dude's all black. Why would I color it?
You could put blue highlights and do his insignia. Does he have an insignia on his chest? I can't remember.
No, he has it on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Isn't that red?
Yeah, but I ain't showing that shoulder, so maybe a little bit of it. I remember when I was doing Kit Carter, she had like an emblem, and it wasn't even a complicated emblem, but it was on only on one shoulder. So I always drew it the other way so I wouldn't have to draw the emblem.
That's funny.
Yeah, I remember the emblem because I had to draw too.
All right, let's see here.
Although I didn't bitch and moan about it, you know, like some people.
Like me?
Yeah.
No, you know.
I mean, I like drawing some technical stuff. It could be fun, you know. It's really the problem is technical stuff on a deadline, you know.
Well, again, that's I mean, I could do, you know, I could do a cover, a G.I. Joe cover, but if I had to do this like on the inside, you know, like every page you're dealing with these costumes, it'd be like, ugh.
I'll tell you what, though, it all comes down to time and money. If I got the time, I got the money, you know. You never do. That's the problem, you know.
Well, that's the point, right?
Yeah. But if I had the time, had the money, sure, I'd love to do all that technical stuff and sit there for days working on, you know, getting every, you know, nut, bolt, screw just right, you know.
Not me. I find that stuff incredibly boring. Now, I could spend the same amount of time drawing like this gnarly old tree, and I would love it.
Well, on those, you could be consistently inconsistent and nobody will challenge you on it.
Exactly.
The same reason monsters are fun to draw, you know, like, wow, his nose is too big. No, it's not. It's a monster.
It's a monster. That's right. That's the size of his nose. I mean, that is really true. I mean, that is the issue, right? It's like when you're doing tech stuff or whatever, even if you're drawing like a car or a tank or something like that. I mean, you're pulling out reference, you're making sure that little thing right over there is where it's supposed to be, and this thing is over here, and it becomes like, dare I say, work, and less like fun.
Yep.
Just because of the technical aspect of it. Like I remember Joe Jusko telling me he did this Punisher cover, and he basically this guy was up in a helicopter, the Punisher and whoever this dude were in a helicopter looking down over the city, right? And that's bad enough.
Yeah.
But somebody had a briefcase full of money, and the briefcase was open, and there was like $100 bills flying everywhere. And he showed the rough sketch to John Romita Sr., who was the art director at Marvel at the time. This is like for, you know, like Marvel Preview or something like that had a Punisher story in it. And so Romita goes, oh, man, if you do this, you're going to have to get every one of those $100 bills right. They have to look real. I wouldn't want to do this, you know. And so Joe said he took it kind of as a challenge. And then nailed it, right, and brought it back in. And Romita was like, "Yeah, you son of a bitch." But I couldn't do that. Can you imagine having to, like, I mean, that's something Gary would do, you know? It's like, here, I'm going to reproduce this $100 bill exactly right, and I'm going to do it like 50 more times on this cover. I was just like,
and then go shopping.
Yeah.
But you realize why Romita was probably upset is because they created a language to where we could simplify it and get the product done and out, and it could still look like quality. And then knuckleheads like Joe Jusko come in and level it up to the 10th power, and everybody goes, okay, here's the standard now.
Yep.
Yeah, for one cover, then it, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Didn't Jim Lee kind of do that with his costumes, or some of his costumes?
No, not really. I think it was like Brian Hitch was the one who actually said, "Oh, this is what it would look like in real life." He started putting stitches in the costumes and stuff. Jim still had a design sense where it was simplified. It had a lot of crap on it, but it didn't have logic behind it. Brian Hitch came in and said, "Oh, this is what it would look like if it was real life." And then thus the movies started following him, and then everybody else has said, "Oh, okay. Well, if I was designing the movie, this is how I would make it look." So,
Yeah.
so now they're not drawing to comic books; they're drawing to movies.
Yeah. Well, it's like what's his face, Adi Gravinoff, when he redesigned
Him
Iron
too.
looks cool.
Yeah, you're right.
But Judas Priest, I had to draw that Iron Man suit in like an issue of Ms. Marvel. He was only in it for like 3 or 4 pages. Oh, but it was such a pain in the butt. You know, it's like Gene Colan's armor is great because you just you just draw a superhero suit and put a few discs on the hip and you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those
Do you guys remember that the Punisher War Journal, like Armory, and they had pages and pages of fantastic. I mean, it's like, and that's the problem with some of these characters. You want that tech. Man, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
All these different kinds of weapons and stuff, and that's people like that stuff, and so
yeah, they do. I mean, there's a whole generation of readers that love that stuff, and it was like it was all about the figure.
Right.
And I never wanted to, and I still don't want to cover up the figure. Right.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
That generation of artists after me were all about the tech, and they didn't care about the figure. They just wanted to cover it up with as much garbage as possible, which was just the opposite of what Gil Kane was doing, and guys Buscema with all those very sort of obviously Kirby streamlined superhero costumes. It was all about the figure work.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all coming from more of a classical training too.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we'd much rather, it's like me drawing that on that, that sea serpent sketch thing with the naked girl. Well, yeah, just going to draw the figure. That's what it's all about.
Well, the human figure that's a huge part of art. I mean, you go into art museum, there's sculptures everywhere, and they're fantastic. And there's some guy fighting a lion or something, or it's pretty cool stuff. And there's a beauty to it, obviously.
Right. A guy fighting a lion, buck naked. That's how they used to do, man. That's how they used to roll.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's before tech. So,
right.
That was your tech. Your body was your tech. How strong you were, how powerful you are militarily was your strength.
Well, and to me, it was always, I used to, Gil Kane designed a lot of those costumes for, Silver Age DC and stuff. And they were all just, figures, naked figures with a couple designs on them.
Right.
And that was it, So, and I guess, like David was saying, that sort of streamlined the process.
Yep.
All I have to do is draw the figure, put a Green Lantern emblem on his chest, and I'm done.
Yep. It's also strong design when you have simple, shapes and simple logos and stuff.
I agree. Then the image guys came along, changed everything. I remember reading an interview on. It might be in a look back. I'm not 100% sure. But it was a Wrightson interview, and he was talking about, how this young group of artists that he was part of, there in the 70s, they were all, none of them had families, and they were all sort of, living together and, on top of each other in apartments in New York, and
you're all in orgies,
Yeah, well, no, but they didn't have the same need to, get something done super fast so they could get paid, and and so they're putting all this work in detail in their work, obviously, that the industry just had never seen before at that point. And he was saying about how Al Milgrom did this. He said it was a mermaid cover, and I have no idea what it was for, but he literally drew in all the scales on her tail, right?
Right.
And did this really sort of elaborate piece of artwork for this cover. And then he writes and talked about how, he didn't mention any names, but there's some older guys were in the office and they're all like, oh, great. Now we all have to work twice as hard. So there was definitely a little bit of resentment there when these young Turks came in and started.
Yeah, but then the image generation, that was the opposite. We're like, we want to do detail, hard work, and all, and they come in and just chuck out of something simple. We're like, hey, wait a minute, I had to work for my,
Well, now wait a minute. I mean, who are you referring to? Are you saying you guys didn't do the work or didn't do?
I'm saying that the simplicity of some of that image stuff, besides Dale Keown, who's.
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't say that about Dale's stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, who I'm talking about, but it's like it's all style and it's just
Just say it, Dan. Don't be a pussy.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Who are we referring to?
Yeah. Are those feelings in the room, Dan?
Those feelings?
No.
Huh? What?
Then hurt them.
He's referring to Beatty, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's not worth saying. We love John Beatty.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that about that guy. His all that's those inks of his are just fantastic. So.
No, I do. I hate to give him credit, but
he ain't bad.
Beatty and Gary's like a control freak, and I don't know that Beatty is, but just the line work, the control is really impressive. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah, it's amazing when you see this stuff in person, and you hold a piece of original artwork in your hands from some of these master inkers, and you just go, "How was this done? Was it done with a computer? These lines are so freaking perfect,
I remember looking at Rudy Nebrez's stuff and just going, what the heck? Because he's just laying that stuff down as quick as possible.
Yeah,
and it's just he has such control. Inconsequential artiste for 5. So speaking of Gary, prayers, thoughts, and good vibes requested as work moves forward for a little story, The Chronicles of Melvin. Many thanks. So that's a project, I guess, that Inconsequential Artist is working on, The Chronicles of Melvin. So good luck with that, whatever that entails. Stealth X5 for $2. He's sending me a kiwi. You guys ever had kiwi?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a little bit of a story about kiwi. Blueberries, a pretzel. What is that? A salad? What is that? I think it is. If that's a pizza with green stuff on it, it better not be a pizza. That's got to be a salad. Then some plums, lobster. Okay, now we're talking. Piece of pie, and then a glass of wine. I don't know that there's anything in that description that works well together.
It just sounds like a snobby buffet,
I guess, but you're not going to eat pie and then drink wine, are you?
Why not?
Okay. I'm not really sure what the pretzel is doing in there. But the lobster, it's good eats. First time I tried kiwi, and I'm allergic to fresh fruit. Like I get like mini anaphylactic reaction. Basically, like my mouth, nose, eyes itch, but doesn't like swell up and close. And so we were in Australia, Shelly and I, and they were on this like jungle safari thing, which I didn't even know they had rainforest in Australia, but they do. And they laid out this like big fruit plate of fresh fruit they just like picked and cut for us, to eat.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things was a kiwi. And it was really good, but it made my mouth itch, so I couldn't eat it. After I ate one piece.
That's great.
It's not a great story, but that was my one time I tried kiwi. Leg kick for 5. He says, I wonder why Marvel didn't cross over G.I. Joe with Captain America or Nick Fury. They did Spider-Man and Transformers.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have made sense too. Nice little Mike
and
Zeck
and money.
Yeah, little Mike Zeck and John Beatty G.I. Joe Captain America crossover. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, that would have been.
Yep.
Hand over fist.
Yep. Leg kick for another 5 says, for a guy whining about drawing snake eyes, your piece is turning out pretty cool, Aaron. Thank you. Thank you very much, leg kick. So he's calling me a whiner, but then complimenting me at the same time.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Passive aggressive.
That's as bad as Katie.
Hey, where's Katie?
I don't know. If she's stay-at-home mom now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she has no excuse for not being here then.
Yeah.
None.
Supposed to train the kids on watching this stuff.
That's right.
So go watch your uncles on TV. He's like, I got a black uncle.
You're so old.
Isn't that Grandpa?
Yeah.
Does that mean I could use the N-word?
Oh, man.
Look at it. When my daughter was in kindergarten, she's 23 now, right? So they had kids ask her, I would bring her to school, and I actually, did recess duty and stuff like that. And there's like, they asked her, why is your grandpa here at school with you?
Damn.
I know. And I was only, I was like probably late 40s. I mean, that's brutal.
Yeah, that is. Sheesh. I would have been doing roundhouse kicks all over the place. I said, what'd you say, little bit?
Well,
They're like, he doesn't look that old, but he's grumpy like Grandpa.
yeah. Grumpy as Grandpa. Oh,
He's a comic artist kid.
That was brutal though, because she was like 5 or 6. So I was like, she's 23 now. So I would have been 18 years ago. So 20. Yeah, I was in my early 40s, and you got kids calling me Grandpa. Yeah, that was brutal. Freaking brutal. Now I'm happy to get the senior discount. I'll take a discount any way I can get it now.
Right.
I used to be mad about it, but now I'm like, yeah, hey, where's my senior discount? Don't you like old people?
Man, when I went to the movies and I was like, hey, why is this so cheap? Oh, we gave you the senior discount. I was like, motherfucker.
Did what?
So I ain't that old yet.
Hey, man,
they're all just take it.
When the worst thing that ever happened to me was I took my mom, and this is when she's like 94 now, right? But she was in her 80s. And so I was in my 50s, and I took her to Costco. So she could still get around fine and everything. And I went up to the sample, to get a sample thing, and I told Mom, wait a second, I want to grab this, and I went and got a sample, and the girl walking behind the table goes, well, are you going to get a piece for your wife? And I went, are you freaking kidding? I go, it's my mom.
Damn.
My mom, of course, was like, man, I certainly look young, and I was like, yeah, or I look freaking old. But
so
yeah,
what did this poor girl say? Did she?
She was like, oh, I'm well. She goes, what? She was actually kind of snide instead of apologetic. She was like, oh, I can't, I don't have my glasses on. I don't know. She said something.
Just making some wild excuses.
I'm like, okay, well, don't say dumb things, then, you idiot. They had to pull me off. I was like strangling her. That was brutal. Marcus Killigrew says, in your 40s, what do they call you now? Death. I'm like Dan Skeleton. Who's that old pale person? Shouldn't he be dead? That's my dad. Oh boy.
Shouldn't he be welcoming people across the river Styx?
Is he that guy that drives the boat? Oh no. Yeah, it's brutal, I tell you. Brutal.
Were you the guy who played that old guy in The Last Crusade? I was like, what?
He was only 10 years older than Harrison Ford in that movie, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
I don't know what he was in that room for so long. I'd be like, kill me now, I can't get out of this room. That's what would have been the first thing. He came and he would have turned and said, oh my God, people. I haven't seen anybody in a long time. How you doing? Sit down and have a cup of tea with me.
Man, when I saw that movie, I was waiting for him. Tell him to say the magic word. And then he turns into Shazam. That would have been awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Indiana Jones. Are we talking about Indiana Jones still?
Yes.
Yep.
What are you talking about? You just completely lost me with that.
The old guy who was,
in
the
Night.
Oh, the Night. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about Sean Connery. I was like, what?
No.
About?
Choose wisely.
He choose poorly.
Just say my name. Shazam. That would have been awesome.
Say my name, motherfucker.
I hated when they made Jaimin Hansu the wizard in the Shazam movie. I was like, doggone it. So stupid.
Did you like those movies or not?
No, I didn't. I hated it.
Yeah, they were kind of silly, but
yeah,
like if you're going to do it that silly, just do a cartoon.
Yeah. I actually like the actor that played Shazam a lot, but
yeah, he's a nice conservative man. Yeah.
But
I hated him as Shazam. I like him as a person.
Yes.
But he played him younger than the kid who was Billy Batson. I was like, wait a minute. You're acting younger. You got the wisdom of Solomon and you're acting like this? This makes no sense.
That is actually a pretty good point that I never really understood why guys, they take that approach. Well, he's supposed to be a kid, so he's still going to act like a kid. And I'm like, well, no, but he's got the wisdom of Solomon and he's got all these other attributes that make him very much not a kid.
Yeah, he shouldn't have none of those. Like the kid disappears, but he still sees himself and recognizes, oh, this is me now. Mm-hmm. And I think I loved what Jerry Ordway's version, where when he kind of looked like his father, and it was like Shazam gave him a gift of looking like his father who was killed by Black Adam. And I was like, so when Black Adam sees him again, he sees his father coming after him after what he did. So he's going to see, his transgression is coming back to haunt him. I thought that was so awesome.
Yeah, and he had Black Adam look like Boris Karloff, which I love that.
Yeah.
In the talking about the
underrated book. A lot of people crapped on that book.
No, I liked it. That's when Jerry was like, he had it going on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was I think the definitive Superman artist or whatever. Superman style artist.
Yeah, he was that the mid to late 80s, I think, or was it into the 90s when he was on the book regularly? World.
David just took off.
Hot rodder.
He got on his bike.
He was on Adventures of Superman, right? And that would have been That was all after John Byrne's run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those were cool. There was this story arc where Superman was on another planet and he was like a gladiator or something. Pretty cool.
Yep.
Very reminiscent of something called Planet Hulk that I vaguely remember.
David's got birds chirping in his room.
I know he's got. I was like, are those birds? And I was like, no, this is his markers squeaking. Man, I'm telling you, this Perma Pack, I guess it's called, acrylic black ink pen. God, these are nice.
Is anybody monitoring the chat here? Are we getting insulted like crazy right now?
Probably. I'm caught up on super chats. Jay Dredd said, was that the Power of Shazam comic? No, it was he did a hardcover graphic novel before that launched the series. He just wrote the series, but the graphic novel he drew. But John is insulting my drawing. I don't know what he's talking about. You can't insult my drawing, John, because you're talking about stuff I know nothing about, like Snake Eyes. So 80s Ordway was on Adventures of Superman. That's right. So that was in the 80s, right? Or late 80s, probably. My dog's going nuts again. Nuts, I tell you. Oh, you're referring to the ninja sword I got in his back? That's not supposed to be there? All right. See?
Yeah, you're not supposed to kill your hero and put a sword in his back.
No, I've seen drawings where he had two ninja swords on his back, like those whatever ninja backpack things where they put the swords.
Right. That's what Storm Shadow has, actually.
I guess you're telling me that's not how he rolls, and I have no idea. So I will. Although John could be trying to sabotage me, it's so hard to tell. But
can he be trusted?
I don't know that he can.
Okay.
Until he comes on this show, I don't know that we can trust him.
Why would coming on the show make us trust him?
I was just trying
even less trusting.
I was just trying to get him on the show, Dan. And you just.
Oh, okay. So maybe he could think he's trusted. Then that's good.
Right. See, it's all part of my ploy that you just exposed and ruined.
Oh, sorry about that. Known to do that.
Yeah.
I'm known to wreak havoc on everybody's plans.
because I just don't pay attention to what's going on.
Yes. If there's a plan, I can run it for you.
That's right. You don't want to tell Dan the plan because if you do, he'll probably not be able to keep a secret. But if you don't tell him the plan, he'll walk right into it and ruin it anyway. So it's
right.
like,
So you might as well tell me the plan.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
There's a slight chance I won't. Right.
There's a chance you might keep your mouth closed.
Yes, exactly.
But there's no chance you will avoid walking headlong into
none whatsoever.
I remember I used to get like at like shows and stuff, I would get requests for, all black characters like Batman or whatever. And you'd go, oh, this is going to be easy. I'm just going to, do this, cover most of him in cape and it'll all be black.
Right,
then you start coloring in all the black and you're like, takes you like forever.
I know.
And you're like, you didn't have to draw anything, but it took you forever to color in the black.
Yep, just covering surface. Yeah.
When you were saying all black, I thought you were going to say like Misty Knight or.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, like a Black Panther.
No, you just use darker, warm grays on them for their skin tone. Had some guy come up to me one time at a show and was like making the point that no black heroes had like a cool emblem on their chest. And he's like, why is that, man? I'm just like, dude, what are you going? I know I'm white, but that doesn't mean I'm responsible for any of those.
Oh, yes, you are. You represent white people at that moment.
Yeah, I guess I did. But and I was going like, well, the Falcon's cool. And he's like, guy's got no emblem. I'm like, okay, a Black Panther. He doesn't have an emblem. I'm like, okay, maybe you're right. I said, what about Black Lightning?
Gotcha.
Well, I would say, they would all, at a certain time, they had open chest shirts. And I was just like, what is that about?
That was all 70s, though, wasn't it? So I don't know if it was, I don't know if it was more about just black characters or just characters in general.
No, it was just black characters. They weren't doing that too much with the white characters, though. The ones that did it were, what's his name? Iron Fist, but Iron Fist had a logo on his chest.
Yeah.
For you know what I mean? It's like dude, Power Man didn't have no tattoo on his chest.
You might be onto something there. That guy might have been right, because I can't think of one black character with a logo other than John Stewart Green Lantern, but that's not.
It's like remember Legions of the Superheroes Tyrock? It's like what the heck is this stupid name? But he had an open chest too, and I'm like, dang man, sheesh.
Cyclops or not Cyclops? But Cyborg didn't have anything, right? He's just all metal.
Yeah, with an open chest, his original.
Oh, that's right, he did.
So, Dave, if I ever meet you in person, no open chest for you, or what?
Well, yeah, exactly.
No. You couldn't handle it anyway.
Well, yeah, Luke Cage had the open chest shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. What does it mean? Was that just was that just like white guys thinking that, oh, black guys are cool, they wear their shirts open, and so we're gonna do it?
Yeah, because the blaxploitation was
Oh, yeah.
propagating that and stuff like that, but it wasn't even that much back then. It's just like they said, "Oh, they're all like this." It's like, no.
Yeah, one guy did it, and they're like, "Okay."
I can't think of one. Like, was there any villains like Black Manta? He didn't have. Everybody was black, right? Black Goliath. Black Goliath had an open chest too.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I think, yeah. Wow. It's crazy, man.
We used to have this game in school. It was called Open Chess, and if we saw that you had your hands down and we came around the corner and socked you in your chest, and it would say open chest, you know. So you just see guys, you know, always walking with their guard up and stuff like that, blocking their chest. So you got a free punch, and you couldn't hit back if you got socked in the chest, and it was called open chest. Last day of school, I did this to this kid named Kenroy. He was from he was from Africa.
Okay.
And he had a slight accent and stuff. And man, I got the best open chest on him ever. Like literally walking out of school the last day. I ain't never coming back to that school again.
Did you put him down?
I socked him so hard, like everybody heard it. I said, open chest, bah! Knocked the air out of him and stuff. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, so you ain't never seeing me again. We were crazy back in the day.
Today it's like today they use guns.
Right?
Open chest.
Inconsequential artiste for fives continued. He says, which is why they currently write Shazam as a kid, because they're trying to ignore Solomon and his wisdom. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Inconsequential artist for 20 big ones. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. He says the case of Captain Marvel / Shazam is a prime example of the comics industry being its own worst enemy. With DC attacking Fawcett, Marvel snatching the name when DC got slack, DC moving to exclude Solomon from the acrostic. Did they?
Really? I didn't know
that. Which is why they currently write Shazam as a kid, because they're trying to ignore Solomon and his wisdom. I did not know that. Well, what did they repeat?
That just shows they're lazy writers. They can't write wise characters.
That's probably it. So what does the S stand for if it's not Solomon anymore? Gollum Wolf for $4.99. What'd you say?
Sodomite.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that would fit perfectly.
Yeah, that's can't joke. Is like it's
Gollum Wolf for $4.99. You there, Black Eagle? You know what I mean, right? It's just Eagle, actually. Yes. Yeah. My name is Black Falcon. No.
Quit that smoke.
Oh my goodness.
Prowler had a logo, says Borvelhe Gatterbeck. Says Prowler had a logo.
Was
Prowler a villain or hero, or just like a trouble? He was kind of
at first he wasn't a villain. He was just like a anti-hero, but he was a good guy, and he just got the crap end of the stick.
Yeah, well, when he appeared in Spider-Man, he was like trying to, I don't know, he had to do something to, like, his dad was dying in the hospital, and he needed money to pay for it or something. So he was this good-natured guy. He was a criminal, but it didn't last very long because Peter Parker turned him around to be a good guy.
Oh, so he's now a good guy?
No, well, in the Spider-Verse, he's a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly. I can't keep track of what they're doing to different characters.
Yeah, that's the tough part. You can't really get into the comics because you don't trust them that much anymore, their characters, you know? So, you're invested in buying a line of comics, and then all of a sudden it's like, what is this? A political agenda? What the heck, you know?
Captain America's
you can't expect amoral people to write moral people.
Well, that's absolutely true. People don't even know what a hero is anymore, or what they, people's definition of it. It's all Frank Miller's fault. That's what I say.
Wait, Frank Miller, everyone was a hero? What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
I say Alan Moore's.
Yeah.
Alan
Yeah,
Moore.
Alan
more
Moore
so.
would be more, yeah, a bit more of an anti-hero.
Yes, I agree. It was sort of in vogue to blame Frank Miller for everything for a while there. Like
Well,
Dark
he made things more serious. That's what it's kind of more like that, you know. And
yeah, because Batman was still a hero in
The Dark Knight, yeah.
The Dark Knight, and Superman was sort of like a corporate lackey, wasn't he? Wasn't that kind of a shtick?
He wasn't bad. He just was trying to work with the system, and it didn't quite get it. And Batman was sort of like, you can't work with the system. And turns out Batman was right.
Yeah. Boy, was he. Time we got. Oh boy, I don't know.
Superman was doing the pharmaceuticals. Batman said, "Nah, try ivermectin now."
How much time do we got?
Not much. I'm surprised. So it's a minute after 4. We got to go at least 15 more minutes. See if I can get some more of this done, because I'm not all this filling in the blacks, man. Maybe my pen's not big enough. Because David, you got yours laid down pretty quick. Now, Dan doesn't have any black to put down. He's like white ninja. So
yeah, but I'm doing a lot of lines, a lot of linear lines. Linear or have you met linear?
All right, you absolutely lost me. I don't know what the heck you just said.
Linear, the tattoo lady.
What are you talking about? Okay,
I'm getting loopy, man.
It's late at night, folks. Dan's getting
I'm hungry. I'm singing Lydia the Tattoo Lady all of a sudden.
Are you Midwest time or East Coast?
I'm East Coast.
So it's it's 7 o'clock your time.
Right. So I that's the thing about these shows. I always kind of have to wait to eat afterward, like.
That used to be our biggest complaint on this show. We used to go later. And Kelsey was always starving. I was always starving. David's wife would bring him food on the show, and we would just be like, gosh, darn it.
Yeah.
I'll just eat this Mexican buffet right now while you guys are.
Yeah. That's not fair. Gotta bring enough for everybody.
Exactly.
Got chewing gum. You got chewing gum. You got to bring enough for everybody.
A lot of tension on those early shows.
I had some gourmet pizza before I came on, so I wish I would have saved it to eat it in front of you guys.
Wait a minute. What do you mean gourmet pizza? Who?
Yeah, there's this place out here that does these really nice, and it had what do you call it? Prosciutto on it, bacon, sun-dried tomatoes.
I love sun-dried tomatoes.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
they're good on pizza too. Yeah.
Yep.
It's really good.
Oh god, now I'm getting hungry.
We could sponsor a pizza company on the show. Because people are watching the show, they're getting hungry. Hey, you getting hungry? You know what would be great right now?
Exactly, Dan.
Domino's Pizza. Go and get yours. There's a coupon available on the show.
Hello?
I love it. Make it happen.
Okay.
I kept thinking Taco Bell might be the way to go, but they have not reached out to me. I'm just a little surprised about that. But
I think we could sell pizzas easier.
Maybe.
Because not everybody likes Taco Bell, but everybody likes pizza.
That's true. I'm pretty sure I got this sword correct. I mean, it's just a ninja sword, right? So it can't be.
You can't improve on it, apparently.
Yeah.
According to the Electra story written by Frank Miller.
Was that specific? I don't know. I mean, I remember the story, but I don't remember the story.
Where they talked about the way they make the samurai swords, and they fold it again and again and again until it's the point is actually sharper than air or something like that. And he finally it's so sharp that he goes through the robot, the bad guy's head, a neck, because it's even sharper than these metals made by computers and cauldrons. That was the idea, which sounds really cool. I don't care if it's true; it sounds cool.
Yeah, I was like, isn't it funny how you like? I remember watching James Cameron's The Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
And they had that like chemical oxygen they could breathe.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to believe it's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good fun fiction.
Yeah. I mean, that probably can't be true, right?
Yeah.
But
I don't think.
Were they trying to play on it being like amniotic fluid?
What'd you say, David?
I said they were playing on the idea that it's like amniotic fluid. So you're like going back to what was familiar to you before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you survived then, so.
But it's like, it's so like they make it sound like, but yeah, that would work. Why doesn't that work? Do they have this? But you're like, there's no way they can have it.
They might have it.
Well, you know what? I want to know. Who in the chat knows? Is that real?
Yeah, but I'm saying maybe the secret government has it.
Oh. Yeah, I would assume that most die. Well, I don't know. Getting your lungs like acclimated to breathing liquid, that would be pretty violent reaction, I would think.
Yeah. But if you're going to that area, 51, they probably got lots of stuff, from other planets and stuff, So I would think a lot, there's some borrowed technology there, I'm sure.
Let's say Rand Arrington says, pretty sure that it's real. Jay Dredd says, I think it's real. Amoral Fat 40 Ouncer says, watch the documentary To the Abyss. Okay. John Beatty says he's going to miss my fantastic idea for November 5th. Okay, what did I miss? Beatty. I just had Taco Bell, a Lux box. Oh, this is nice, John. My God, he must just love listening to himself talk. Wow. November 5th, if Lopez messes.
Hey, if he's the expert, he can come in here and show us how it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah. Talk. Come on, step up to the plate.
I'm going back, Beatty. I'm the brains behind this stream.
It's so easy to sit in the background. You sit there and think of a really funny thing to say, but try coming on doing it live. That's when you're a real pro,
Okay, here we go. John Beatty says November 5th, 2025 is Steranko's 87th birthday. It falls on Wednesday. Get it, Beards?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I don't think Steranko would come on the show and draw for anything, but we could still do a tribute to him.
Yep. Well, he might just come on the show.
Maybe.
And watch us draw.
Randy Hull says November 5th is both Stranko and Andy Smith's birthdays.
It's Stranko's birthday. Also Andy Smith.
No, William Beatty says, I was waiting to fill in for Gary today. Oh, okay. You were going to, yeah. He's like, where's the link? I would have come on. Yeah, sure you would have. No, honor him. We will. Okay. All right, John. Wow. I was just like getting a little aggressive in the chat, man. We should absolutely do a Stranko day. We did Strankle a while ago, but we can do it again.
That sounds really gay.
Hey, we'll have a gay old time.
Dan, don't.
We lined up and did Stranko.
Oh, man.
See, well, David hasn't done anything in a while. So I step up to the plate. If he's going to drop the ball, I got to come up with some kind of a shocker, you know.
Yeah.
It's like that's the way, you know. If your teammate isn't having a good day, you got to step up the plate and kind of
step up, right? Help them out.
So you're lagging on your gay jokes.
Yeah.
Try to get in there. Oh, shouldn't have said that.
Oh man.
That was a good one, Aaron. You didn't even know it was a good one. That's the funny part.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the beauty of it. All right. So we do a Stranko show. All right.
Where is Gary, by the way? What's his excuse?
I think he said his brother had a procedure done or something. He had to drive him from I don't know, it was the hospital, the doctor or something.
Ooh, okay.
And his brother lives in Bend, apparently, which is like several hours from where Gary lives.
Right.
So
okay.
He's probably on the highway looking for Jesus.
Yes.
I got people, I think it was Bill Wiest sent me something about another guy that goes around carrying a wooden cross. And he looked actually more like might have been what Gary was describing. So, which is still weird that he would be out in the middle of nowhere doing it, but
right. So, yeah, Jesus doesn't have any friends, apparently. You know. Hey, I'm going out to the cross in the wilderness. I'll meet you later at the coffee shop.
It is kind of bizarre that it'd be, walking out in the middle of nowhere without any like car support or anything.
Yeah, but it could be a way to shed those pounds, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is that? I just realized pretty sacrilegious, isn't it? Oh shit. Can't make Jesus jokes of that nature.
No, Dan is going to hell, everybody.
I am not. I'm okay, man.
First.
I don't think I am, anyways. I really hope
we
not.
know you are.
I hope not, because
Yes.
I don't think I would like it.
No, probably not the best place to be going.
Hear that, Jesus? I really don't.
I think he listens to my prayers more, and I said, please don't let Dan be up there with us.
Come on, David. Please let me. Please help change your mind. Got a lot of sway up there. Wow, what man? You must be got in good there.
Okay.
I'm gonna be one of those guys where he's like, all right. Come on in. Gee, you weren't that bad. I mean,
Dan.
yeah. I really shouldn't do this, but based on the stupid humor you've always had. It's not. Look, you didn't do anything bad. I just can't stand you.
But I've always felt sorry for you, so
it's like. Yeah, does that happen where you don't get into heaven just because you're annoying?
I don't know.
Annoy the hell out of everybody else.
I don't know that I'd test it, Dan. I think you need to.
I'm not testing. I'm just talking. There are people that are extremely annoying, but they're nice enough.
Well, you don't get into heaven because you're nice. You know that.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of nice.
You get to go to heaven for following Jesus, Dan.
If you're following Jesus, you're going to be kind of nice.
Well, you're supposed to be.
Well, you will be.
But look at David. I mean, it doesn't always work out.
Oh, okay. Got it now. Figured it out.
I got it.
Thank God for that forgiveness thing. Like, holy smack.
We all need that, like in spades. No offense.
Who are you aiming that towards?
Well, I said spades, and then I was like, I shouldn't have said that, but it's too late. So I had to go with it.
What's wrong with spades?
Yeah. Certain words are ruined now, like this.
I know. You can't. How close are we getting to?
I'm done for now.
I think I'm kind of done-ish. All right, I'm gonna switch my camera back.
All right. Well, that means you're definitely done if you're going that far. Man, I'm not doing any more characters with black costumes. All right, I'm almost done, but you know what? We'll Inconsequential Artist for 5 says, okay, sorry for the wait, but the gods that spell Shazam are replaced for Teth Adam in the Black Adam movie, Shu Heru Eman Zehutu Aton and Mahan. Okay, but that's like some sort of Egyptian thing, right? That is specific to Black Adam, but wouldn't necessarily affect Captain Marvel or Shazam, right?
Yeah.
Glitches. Isn't Wraith of God in all black? Dude, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know how many times I had to fill in all that black? I was like, what am I doing? If there hadn't been a Western Ghost Rider, I would have put them all in white. But, All right, let's... Okay. Dan's back, so we'll go ahead and do mine first. Here we go. Almost done, Snake Eyes.
Good. I like it.
Look at all the spotted blacks in there, man. Crazy. Still not done.
It's pretty interesting, Snake Eyes. I like it.
Thank you. Good enough for government work, right?
It's got dynamics. You usually don't see it. I mean, you give him a little more bulk. That's kind of cool,
Yeah, he's thick. He's a thick.
It looks tough.
He's big, black, and thick.
I didn't say that, David.
Just the way Aaron likes it.
Oh my
gosh. What?
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
see, he comes through. It took him the whole show before he got
the whole show, but he finally did it.
That's why I had to step in there. Like,
I'll finish up the rest of this here very shortly, but yeah. So, Comics Legend. If you want, gosh darn it, I keep tipping my water over. If you want it, yeah, know where to find me. Okay. Oh, that's
I
nice.
like that. Ooh, that's fun, man.
I love that toot. I love the expression.
Yeah. Nice figure. Nice,
Yes. You even got
voluptuous woman.
Got a little gray in there too.
I think the interesting too is the design where you put the the smoke going up and down and make it a square and all that kind of. That's pretty interesting. I like it a lot.
Are you going to do her emblem red?
Are you going to do her?
Yeah, I was going to paint it, but I didn't realize how little time we had. I was just like, whoa, it went by so fast.
I know. The 2 hours on this show goes by so flipping fast.
It's amazing.
Beatty, once again, simping for David because he's still waiting for his Captain America piece, says David is the winner.
You didn't see mine yet.
This is it's not a competition. It's not a competition. Let's see what Dan has to offer here.
Ooh.
Look at how white he is.
Really nice.
He's all white.
I think that arm back there is a bit too extreme, but it still looks nice.
Yeah, I had real problems with the arm, to tell you the truth. But
that face, just in the eyes, is awesome.
I know, intense. John brings up a good point. He says, well, the first 45 minutes of the show is us showing their art. So, well, I mean, we do. Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, so I need a little bit of background or something to make this thing cool. You know, because it is white, it needs a little more. Maybe I'll put some black graphic behind it just to pop it out,
Yeah. Yeah. Skull Nasher says David wins again. It's not a competition.
Dang it.
Okay. Well, all right. So, guys, plenty of stuff going on tonight. There is, first of all, we have like a mega audience right now. So I know a lot of you guys are on Twitter, but if you want to meander on over to YouTube to hit that like and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, which I don't know if that's a good thing, but we're going to keep trying anyway.
It's a good thing for us, not for society, though.
Right, exactly. All we care about is us. Leg Kick for 2 says HorrorCon is this weekend at the Puyallup Fair. Okay. I think I got everything else. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, go over to
too early, David. Too early.
Yeah, way too early.
Oh, sorry.
Go over to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Billy's on there right now selling. He's launching Ran, which is the sort of the character he wanted to do before it's a little more sexy, a little more hot, and so it's kind of fun. So some of us will probably make our way over there. Actually.
That's right. And I want to say Fearsome, Cyberfrog. What is it called, Dan? Gosh darn it.
Frog Meets World.
Frog Meets World. My website, Gary's book, Brush with Destiny. All those links are in the description of this video. Please take a gander over there if you have not backed or checked out the stuff. And also Dan's website, where there's a lot of cool original artwork. Mm-hmm. So everybody, thank you guys very much. Appreciate you being here. Go over there and support Billy. And also, if you want to take a side jaunt, you can go watch at 8 o'clock Eastern, the Landing Party Star Trek show for an hour. So there you go.
Graham and
me and Ron Garney and that Star Wars girl is there. So, all right, guys, thank you very much. We'll see you next week right here on Graybeard's Studio.
Corn dogs. Corn dogs. Corn dogs.